Hello everyone, Scion here. So quickly I just want to talk about the giveaway that Creative Mobiles kindly gave me a couple keys to give away to my subscribers. So if you are subscribed and you are interested in getting a free key for Into the Radius, please leave a comment in the comment section, and in I don't know, like 5 days from the release of the video, I will draw names and pick, and whoever's randomly chosen, the two people, uh, I will reply to their comments, and I'll leave a link in the video for the Into the Radius Discord where you can find me there, and I will direct message you the keys. So the upcoming video is more of a guide for players that are playing the Into the Radius. So if you're just wanting to see some action and me shooting and killing monsters and stuff, this is not the video for you. Hello there, this is Scion playing Into the Radius. Today I just wanted to create a kind of beginner's guide for Into the Radius, and also just some tips. So I mean, if you're a beginner or if you've been playing for a while, there's probably some useful information that you haven't thought of before. So I hope you guys find it helpful. So the first thing I want to talk about is knives. So like, throwing is really important in this game. So what I like to do, like, this is a good place to practice throwing knives, like probably somewhere where you can fetch the knife after throwing it, maybe like about here, and just practice like throwing it. Yeah, because when you run into solid fragments, you want to wait till they're just out of striking distance, and you toss that knife, and then you can pick up the same knife out of their body and stab the core. But you don't want to go too slow. You want to like charge up and stab the core. Otherwise, it can swipe at you. But I'll demonstrate that in a minute. So when I fight spawns, I like to have two knives in my hand, and if you can get them before they do that little pause, you can charge them. And stab them. There it is. Watch, right before you, just like that. Boom. No struggle, no him hopping around or anything. So I like to get low when I'm charging, but not so low that it puts you in the crouch mode. Another tip is you can click on your watch for to see the time at night. And I'll show you how to fight a spawn if you do happen to get caught off guard and it's set for its jump. Alright, here we go. Alright, so it's stopped. You dodge. See, I got that one. Come on, me. See, I didn't dodge that very well. See, you missed. And missed. I think maybe a backwards, right when they're about to jump, if you run backwards, you can stab him that way. I think that's a bit easier. Try to demonstrate that. So going into anomaly fields at night is pretty dangerous. It's hard to see the distortion anomalies. And never throw a probe into this type of anomaly, because it will shoot lasers back at you. I like the regular flashlight better than the pocket flashlight, because I can point at the ground or wherever I want to see. The other one just, it's where it just points forward and it. Alright, so in the woods there's these web anomalies, and they do not react to probes. So a lot of the time when I'm in the woods, I'll use a flashlight so I can see those. But you are more exposed to enemies seeing you. Another thing is that that's your best friend at nighttime is flares. See? Watch. Alright, we're gonna try this, come on. Up. Where'd it go? Did I kill it? That was weird. But yeah, the flares light it up like it's daytime in a small area. You don't have to be afraid of nighttime. Oh, there he is. Alright, let's see if I can do this running backwards thing. Yeah, that didn't work well. See, that worked that time, see? Running backwards and stabbing. Always try to have a healing, something to heal with you if you can find it, but don't pay for it, because it just costs a lot of money. People that are usually in this game that are struggling are the ones that like waste their money on buying a bunch of stuff. Just find it in the world. You may have to play a little more cautious that way, but you're gonna save time. So another important thing, especially when you're new to the game, is any new sounds. When you hear a new sound, like you heard that sound there, that's when you need to stop and figure out what it is, what the threat is. Throw a probe at it. So now I know that I see a blurry spot like that. There's a anomaly that's around it, pretty big. But yeah, for everything. And secondarily sight, because you'll come into web anomalies, but most anomalies, like, you can either detect by sight or sound. So any unfamiliar sounds, like, learn what it is. Stop and be cautious. And you can practice throwing knives on these fragments. See how close I wait to the last moment to throw it. And because, I mean, if you screw up your throw a little bit, you're going to hit it if you throw close. And if you do miss close, you just like run backwards and then grab another knife. I like to have 2 on my vest. I put 2 on my vest, so if I miss with one knife, I can just run backwards and grab the other one. But yeah, with clear fragments, you just stab them. But I'm just saying, if you want to get good at throwing when you're being under pressure, then these are good to practice it with. This is the supply depot. Great place to go in all the buildings and search all the drawers and stuff. You'll find some random ammunition. And yeah, it's nice because then if you spend some bullets in the radius, you might make them up here instead of having to buy bullets. Also look for anything out of the ordinary. You see that dead body up the rocks there? Well, that probably means there's a way to climb up there. And yeah, look for there's climbable objects in places you wouldn't expect. Most of the buildings you can get on the roofs by either climbing or walking up something slanted. And usually there's good stuff on, like secret crates on the roofs and stuff. When you go down from a hill, be careful because it's really easy to get falling damage. Just take it slow down when you're falling down. So here's a mistake new players often make. Okay, you come, you turn in your mission. Okay, so we turn in the mission. And this is what they do. They go over here and they sell the rest of their cores in the bin. Well, no. Watch what you get for like a core. Okay, 35 bucks. That's for a mostly full core. No, so instead, go check out the next mission. Okay, so let's see. The next mission, dark cores. Bring 2 dark cores from any enemies. So instead of getting like 35 per core, so I would have got like, I don't know, what, 60 for the 2 cores that I would have sold at the machine. I start this mission, I get 300 for 2 cores. And see, I even just like, I've left these ones here, right? So I can use them. Those have been sitting there for like 3 days, 2 or 3 days, and I'm still gonna get 300 for them instead of 60. And you can do that until you don't have any missions that match your cores. So a regen artifact. Here's another trick I'll show you. Wants a regen artifact, so watch this. Well, I'm hurting, so let's I'm gonna heal myself till I'm full health, and then I'm gonna turn it in. So in order to get it to stop draining, you gotta like put it in your backpack, and then it'll stop draining. But you see that, like there's only like 20, maybe 10 to 20% left, and I can turn that in for full price. So don't ever like try to avoid like spending it all. Try to like let it run down to like 10% and then turn it in on a mission. See that? 750 for, and I only gave them 20% of a core, and I got to heal fully. Let's see what the next mission is. 3 fragment cores, sweet. Yeah, and cores generally last like 4 days, so I never, like if one expires, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna get more money from doing what I'm doing right now than you are selling over at the store bin. Like, see, I'm already up. I'm at 16,000, and I'm not even that far into the game, really. Take a photo of it. Alright, so I've run out of missions where I can use my cores. But this asset recovery mission, oh, it's in town, so I'm probably going to lose those cores. So instead of selling the cores, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop them here. These ones are so drained, if you sold them now, they wouldn't be worth hardly anything anyways. So I'll just leave them there. Sell off all the stuff that you found in the radius. Well, I mean, don't sell it all, but like, you only really need, like if you're saving and loading your game, you only really need 1 probe. And I find these pocket flashlights just not useful at all. You can't see too far with them. And I like to keep 1 energy drink on me, and I keep maybe like 6 at the base. But when I go out, and I like to have 2 or 3 flares, and I find these binoculars kind of useless, to be honest. So I just sell them. I always don't sell the bullets, like collect bullets. Because eventually you'll be able to like I have a PPSH right there for such an occasion that I collect enough ammo. And I like to keep 1 empty box, and then I just keep filling up boxes with them. See how I left that 1 empty, and then I didn't have to just leave a random bullet like that. And if you're full health, just don't sleep till morning. Sleep till rested. Because you save time. The more time, like if you keep sleeping till the morning every time, that's like lost hours that you're going to get more maintenance fees than if you sleep till rested. So this is pretty close. I probably can go here, get the photo, come back, and be able to salvage those cores for more cash. So when you enter the fog, 4 hours passes. So right now it's almost 2 in the morning. So that's actually like almost the perfect time to enter, because when you go in, it'll be 6 in the morning almost when you get in there. Whereas if you sleep till morning, I think it sleeps you till like, I don't know, 7. So you've just lost an hour there. If you slept till morning, then you enter the radius. It's 11 o'clock, right? So you've lost all that time. So then you're going to find, oh wow, a maintenance fee came already, you know? So you kind of have to learn to be able to play at night. See, watch. So it's 5:46, right? The daylight. I've maximized my time in the daylight. Alright, there's a spawn. There's the web anomalies I'm talking about right there. Here he comes. See that? Oh crap, I walked into that web anomaly. See that? They have them really low. Right, that's like right on the ground. And it'll take about 2 bars of my health. But yeah, if you're trying to walk through the forest at night without a flashlight, you're gonna run into that. The probes do nothing. See? Probes have no effect. Hope you guys can see that okay. But yeah, see, a lot of people walk right through the one that'll just be like foot height like that, and they won't know what hit them. I think it's some sort of game bug or something, but no. And bring an overabundance. Bring more food and more ammunition than you think you're going to need, because chances are you're going to end up using it. Especially in the more like industrial areas. Alright, so here's how to fight a solid fragment. Wait till he stops walking circles, because that's annoying. Well, unless you're good like that. Then you chop the core. See how I grabbed the knife right out of his body? What? You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, the backward strategy worked nicely there. Generally, those spawns, if you want to fight them 20 feet or farther away, if there's a bunch of them, you can kind of like try to hip shot. Try to get them down to one. Alright, so I'm going to talk about hoarding the right stuff. So, artifacts. These orange ones are the ones, they don't expire, so even if you use them a bit, they don't expire. Hoard them, because you can turn them in for missions. Hoard all the food you can. Health. I like to have 3 clips for every gun that I own. And so I leave one spot blank, and then when I have to change ammo, it's just a quick, right? You don't have to, oh, where do I put, if you have it full, you're like, oh, where do I put the 4th one, right? So hoard ammo, hoard knives, grenades if they're in good condition, hoard them. If they're like half health, just sell them. Have one of every weapon. I like, because then if you find a bunch of ammo in the world, you can just so like, how about with the shotgun? If you know you're just gonna be going in the easy area, bring the shotgun. Use up all your shotgun ammo, right? Because they're all easy to fight, just in the like entry area of the radius. But yeah, everything else, that's like probes, and if you have like more than a few energy drinks, sell them. If you find detectors, keep an extra detector on hand in case you lose your detector somehow, and you had a good score off of a long mission or something. Then you don't have to load your game and lose all your progress. And then the next thing I should talk about is repairing items, because you can repair, if you find an item, you can repair it way easier, like for way cheaper than buying a new one. So like for example, if you found a PPSH, it costs $2,500. But I bet if you found like a half-health PPSH, you could repair it for $1,000, and it would be like brand new after you repaired it. I want to show you guys something. A lot of people are like afraid to use grenades. Don't be afraid of using grenades. When to use them? Okay, well, say there's a ton of enemies chasing after you. Just pull the pin and throw the nade, and boom, it's easy, you know. Just make sure you're behind something, because if, like, even from that distance, if you're like standing there, you might get hit by some shrapnel. But yeah, just pull the pin, throw lightly, because it like kind of, even a light throw goes pretty far. Alright, so I want to talk a bit more about artifacts. Regens are healing, and night eyes are nice as well for moving around at nighttime. They give you night vision. They look like a black sphere. Also with artifacts, you'll tend to find them in the same places randomly. If you ever find an area, an anomaly field, where you find a regen, check that area every time, because not every time you enter the radius, but sometimes when you go in, you'll find a regen there. I like to go in anomaly fields in the daytime because you can see the blur really easily. Alright, so when throwing probes, as long as I don't hear lightning anomalies, I just throw it straight ahead. I like to underhand it. It's just a little bit less effort than doing overhand. If I hear lightning anomalies, I kind of throw it a little bit left, a little bit right, to cover the width of my body. Because if you just throw it straight ahead and there's one just slightly left to your body, you know what I mean? You'll get zapped. Alright, so that's a lightning anomaly. You hear that crackling noise? Throw your probes. Yep. That's a scythe anomaly. Stay away from those things if you can. Oh, pretty much insta-kill. So I like to throw them the width of my body, because if you just throw it straight ahead, it might hit the like left or right part of your body and you get zapped. But if you throw it just a little bit both ways, you know it's safe. And when it's zapping, you're safe, and well, it's zapping something else, but it's really not a good idea to try to run through something like timed like that. And they kind of make a circular area like all the other anomalies, so you can... Oh. And another tip is you don't have to exit the radius at the bottom of the map, the south of the map. You can exit over here, wherever you're closest. Now exiting up here is pretty dangerous, so that you might want to reconsider, but besides that, yeah, even if you don't like using flares, like, if you want to search an anomaly field, it's great to light up that area. And you might notice a distortion anomaly and not walk into it. Alright, so I found this gun, and I'm going to repair it. Let's see. It costs $570. And that repairs the magazine and the rifle. So what does it cost for a full on... It costs $3,500 and $300, and I got all that for $570 with repairing. I think that's pretty good. Alright, so after you repair, you throw something in the repair locker. Just, if you're probably going to be tired because you came back from a mission, so just sleep till rested. And 4 hours later, most things are repaired. Yep, ta-da, brand new. Oh, always bring 2 or 3 extra knives in case you lose some. So one last thing I want to talk about is when you do a mission, so for example this mission, it wants me to take a picture of a spawn in the middle of the map, but I know if I go right near the supply depot, I'll run into a spawn there, and I can take a photo right there and do my mission way quicker. And it's also the same thing with artifact missions. Like, say it wants you to get a night eye, but like it wants you to go like to the far north of the map. Well, I know I can find a night eye, you know, maybe here or around here, you know, like, because they, like, if you found one here, chances are you may find another one there. It may not be, like, it's random sometimes, but you know, you check these areas first before you go way down there, right? Because it's just too much cost to get through all the enemies to get to the artifact when it only costs, you know, for this one it's 600, but a regular artifact mission it's like 200, right? So if you can remember where you find the different artifacts, because you can, when you get those missions, you can just head there instead. Another tip is when aiming down pistols, I don't use the two-handed mode. It's supposed to be fixed probably at some point, but I just put my one hand under there, just steady, and then I just put it in front of my strong eye. And sometimes I shoot with both eyes open, sometimes I close the one eye, and depending on what's clearer for me on a given day, two eyes open with the sights on your right eye gives you a wider field of view, and you kind of see a bit of double vision, but you kind of figure out to focus on the right image or you can just close the one eye, whatever works better for you, whatever you shoot more accurate with. So I hope this video helped you out, and that you learned something new. Hope the next video I'll be back to, going on missions and getting in the action. So if you guys enjoy that more, it's coming. Just know there's a lot of people who bought the game this a week ago, I think it is now, and just want to give them some good tips. So have a nice day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.